I'm Charlie Ash, and I want to talk to you about some good news available to you in the midst of some very difficult times that you may be going through if you're going through a separation or a divorce. And the good news is that in the middle of all the bad choices that we can make, ideas like, well, if we sue each other, the mom and dad sue each other, that'll be a really good way through our family crisis. Or if we spend a lot of our money fighting each other in legal proceedings, that'll be a good way to use our resources and our energy. In the middle of all those bad decisions is a really good one. For most families, sitting down with an impartial person, a mediator, and charting a better future can be a superb way through this very difficult time. This person can help you know what the issues are that you need to negotiate, see the steps that you can take in succeeding in those tasks, and build a better future for yourself and your children. It's a fantastic opportunity. Now, I want to talk to you about a specific thing you can do to make your mediation successful, and that's to do the work on the Up to Parents website. The Up to Parents website happens to be for parents who are divorcing or divorced, and there's a parallel one that parents can use. It's called proudtoparent.org if they were never married to each other. But either of these websites is an opportunity for parents to sit down and do some child-focused work. In other words, sort of get away from the legal proceedings, get away from each other, get away from the issues, and just by myself look at these commitments. There are a list of about 40 commitments that you'll be able to choose from that you can choose individually to make to your children, and then to notice what their real needs are and to use meeting those needs as your guiding light through this very, very difficult time. By the way, I will tell you the best predictor of how you will do in this process of divorce or separation or restructuring your family after you've gone from one household to two is how focused you are on noticing the huge needs in your children's lives, their losses in other words, and all the things that you can do about those, and then taking steps to meet your children's needs. It will be there that you and your co-parent will discover or rediscover your common interests. You may be fighting over who gets this property or who has this day of the week, but you have no real disagreement about one thing, and that is that you want to give your children a safe world to live their one and only childhood. On the website, you'll be able to choose again from about 40 commitments that you can make to your children. You'll receive feedback along the way. And when you're finished, interestingly enough, when you're finished, the website will give you a chance to merge your commitments with those of your co-parent. So you will get a set of what's called agreed commitments to our children. In other words, the commitments that you both chose as being important to your children and ones that you pledge to observe for their sake. And then, of course, to use that common bond, that common goal, as a way to build this shoulder-to-shoulder partnership in your new relationship, not as intimate people living together or married people, but as people who have a common goal to give their children and themselves a much better future. You'll also have a chance to do 4 written exercises. I encourage you to really pour yourself into those. One in particular I'll mention here, and that's ask each parent, let's set aside the criticisms we have for each other, and let's write 10 compliments and good memories about each other. And something interesting about this, I will tell you that I have never seen parents fail at mediation if they will do write those 10 compliments and good memories. And by the way, I rarely see parents succeed at mediation if they say, no, I refuse to remember anything good. There was a lot of good, and there was good quality moments in your relationship, good qualities in your co-parent that you're going to want to remember for your kids, mostly for your children, because they cannot afford to have you at war with each other. Do this work, encourage your co-parent to do so, and then merge your commitments and take a look at these agreed commitments and ask yourself, wouldn't this be a better way than legal combat or personal combat to define our future? I wish you the very best, and I certainly wish you the best of success in helping your fragile children at a very, very difficult time in their lives as well.